Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again today. It says one brain, many hand makes a team. So today now we are going to introduce C's Global Institute core team. Yesterday we had a glimpse of our main backbone, our teachers. There were just a few of them, but slowly we will be introducing all of them. So it is said students do not learn much just sitting in classes, listening to teachers, memorizing pre-packaged assignments, and spitting out answers. They must talk about what they are learning while reflecting about it, relate it to their past experiences, and apply it to their daily lives. This must make what they learn a part of themselves. So, this is what we have been doing over here. Today, we have Dr. Trehan with us. Let's welcome Dr. Trehan. Good evening, ma'am.
Very good
How are
evening,
you?
Rina. All well, thank you so much.
I was just telling everybody that it is us, C's Global Institute, who are just thinking about how we are going to engage, innovate, experience, learn, and grow with the help of children and our teachers. So today it's Dr. Chand Trehan who is going to tell us the role she is playing for us because she is holding a very strong position in our team. I hand over to Dr. Trehan.
Thank you, Rina, and I'm extremely grateful to you to have given me a beautiful role to play in the lives of the children, and especially the platform virtual learning where children would be learning and coming from all walks of life and all strata, and globalization is the key to success to your venture. I You have given me the role as a director, special education and counseling. And believe me, I already have started visualizing that how quickly we'll be able to connect with the hearts of the children, the parents, and not only in India, but internationally also. I was really impressed by the team of teachers that you have selected, and not only they are from India but from across the seven seas, as they say. So your venture is going to be just not limited to one kind of education system. It's going to be little gist of all the education systems from across the world. Counseling is something which is very close to my heart, and the differently abled children, I am so happy that you have involved them also in your program. Together, you, the teachers, the parents, I think under this umbrella are going to make a lot of difference to each and every child your institute touches.
Thank you so much for these encouraging words, ma'am. At times, I feel it's time to step up to the plate and get passionate about our work, committing to make e-learning courses that does not bore people to tears. At times what happens is like what we have been experiencing is that children are getting bored these days. So I think as a team it becomes our responsibility, in fact it becomes our duty to make the courses so engaging that we do not make it boring for them.
Absolutely. And I think because of this virtual platform and the kind of academic team that you have already built, and still many more are joining in, sky is the limit for you, because the virtual platform shows and engages a child with more depth than the academic books in the school. In fact, every corner of the world will be pouring in new ideas and activities that the children would be busy working on. They don't have to be just reading the boring books anymore, because virtual school would also give something what they can see, the ideas which they can later Google search and connect, and you being the facilitator would be able to guide them in the right direction with a lot of fun. in the activities that they would be
Exactly.
doing.
I feel the most important principle that we need to follow will be the designing of the course.
Absolutely. The curriculum, I'm sure, because I had a talk with you the other day and I was really impressed that the vision that you have is already involving a lot of activities for the special children. That is something so, so creative. And, for the normals, I would say we have a lot of
In
ideas.
fact, ma'am, what we were discussing, it was like we are going to engage both because it's going to be an inclusive school. I think we will be in fact, my our teachers have already started working on it. They are designing the activities in such a manner that both children, be them the specially, I call them star kids, be our star kids or be our bubble kids, all of them are going to enjoy it together.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wonderful initiative, Reena. Very wonderful initiative.
Because what I feel is e-learning design is not an information design, but it is designing an experience. It is designing a curriculum that is going to help the children to engage themselves, innovate new ideas, experience what they are innovating, learn through their experiences, and then grow, flourish to
Absolutely,
the
Reena. In
most.
fact, learning by doing is the permanent learning, actually. Just reading from the books and following somebody's command is never the right way of learning anything. Learning by doing is something which is permanent, more interesting, and one wants to get into the depth of it, so that learning would definitely take the children one step ahead of the other children who are just going through the books.
Exactly. When it comes to learning online, content means everything. And that is what we need to dwell upon. And that is what we have been doing since so many days. It is like if the content is not masterfully designed, all the rest will just go down the drain. And that is why, we have been just brainstorming, just slogging, and you know how we've been doing it. So I think we will definitely make a difference. And I think the parents, they need to know that it's not just a normal you can say online class. It's not an online class, it is something that is unusual. It is something which we as teachers and you as parents and our kids are going to experience, and I'm sure they will definitely enjoy it. What do you say about that?
Yes, absolutely, Rina, because your school is virtual school. So virtual school should be holistic, which you are already framing a curriculum which is holistic. And I really give you a lot of credit to have selected your staff with a lot of care, because I saw in them the spark that they wanted to do something and they wanted to contribute to the world of every child they touch. And that is something which is very rare today. We hardly find people who are selflessly going in and digging into depth to get the best for the children who are going to be now attending the virtual school. In fact, with COVID-19 situation that we are in and which is not going to go away very far, virtual school is the answer. The online classes that are going on was one step, but the virtual school is the total step that probably everybody should think of if they really want to have holistic growth in the children that would those who would be attending the school.
Yeah, because what we have been trying to do is we have been trying to make things so interesting that everybody learns. At the end of the day, what our motto is to teach a child. What is the motto? Our main motto is that the child should be sufficient enough to handle his life. He should be confident. He should be determined, and he should be an individual.
Absolutely. And also the life skills should be inculcated through the activities that we are planning from our school, that the child is ready to face any eventuality in life, and that is the need of the hour, because just academics is not going to take the child very far. Online classes are going on. There are schools who are making efforts to do a lot of activities in their own way. But the virtual school has a commitment of creating a holistic, a balanced individual who would be ready to face the world, complete in oneself.
Yes, and that is what is going to make the things different, because we are going to be something that is, we can say, a one stop shop for every need of a child, be
Yeah.
it education, be it any kind of vocational training, be it any kind of remedial requirement, be it any kind of counseling required, either for the parent or the student. And the parent teacher interaction is going to be quite easy and quite communicative, because we have appointed like student program managers, who are, in fact, we can call them student progress managers also, who are going to really be very interested in taking care of the child, because they are going to be the main connect between parents and the school.
You know,
So,
Rina,
ma'am, when we come to special education and our counseling part, I think there will be nobody better than you to explain everything. Please, if you could a bit elaborate how we are going to work, it's going to be good.
you and me think, I think, on the same wavelength, because I was also wanting to bring to everybody's notice that counseling, if you see, is something which is very important and generally overlooked in many schools. Today, we are with nuclear families. We are with children who are bottled up and wanting to explore but do not know whom to share it with. So, counseling is somewhere they get a lot of comfort, because your school is going to make a counselor available all the time, so that a little problem the child has in his mind can be shared with somebody and confidentiality would be maintained. Counseling today is, in fact, the backbone of having a very, very stable individual ahead. Because in the nuclear families, the parents are so busy, and children also, either it's one or two maximum in a family, where the child does not really know whom to connect with. And now, with this COVID 19 situation, the online schools have made it very difficult for the children. In fact, I am a counselor working pan India and now a few cases from abroad also. I was like feeling really sad for the suffocation the children are feeling today, in locked up in their homes, where the seniors in the home are also feeling suffocated at their own levels. The child does not know how to connect with the parent, because the parent is facing his own issues. So, in a virtual school, which is a holistic school, is going to have an online counselor always available, and who promises confidentiality to the child, that yes, you could share, and you would be promised a good mentorship where confidentiality would be 100%, and you don't have to fear that whatever is your issue would ever be exposed. So
In
that
fact,
way, the child is absolutely comfortable, because there would be somebody all the time available, and the child would be able to solve his or her issues without any problems. In fact, the team that is going to be looking after the special children also are 100% equipped, and I'm sure that they will be able to deal with all the issues of the parents and of the child, and they would be available 24 hours 7, which I don't think any school has ever offered. So this is something which is really appreciable, and Rina, I'm really, really happy that you have had a
it's not
vision.
only that, it's not only our counselings will be available. Any problem with the child, they can connect with the teacher, and the teacher will definitely answer back.
Yeah, that is what exactly I was trying to bring, that in a normal school 24 hour 7 services are not available, whereas in the virtual school, what Rina you're offering is something I think every parent would be dreaming of. Every parent.
Yes, and the parents too can come and discuss whatever problems they have, because this is something that is going to really benefit everybody. Because normally the parents have to find out the time, they have to fix up the time, they have to take an appointment. Here, you will just have to drop us a message and we will be available for you. We are just a call away for all our children who are enrolled with us. And I don't think anybody can say that you did not pick up our call, because we have our 24/7 helpline available, and that the numbers and everything is going to be out once we are starting with the school. So ma'am, about the 24/7 counseling thing, like at times what happens at night around after 12:30, there are certain calls from kids, who want us to answer their queries. And at times
Absolutely.
what happens is we cannot we cannot at all attend to those calls. But yes, we have the option of sending us a voice message, and we will definitely get back to you for that. What would you
And we
like to
can
say
also,
about it?
I was thinking, because see, telecounseling is so much in now. We would be probably having counselors who would be on duty on rotational basis. So there would be our slot, and in case there is, because most of the children at times do try to connect late at night, so there would be somebody or the other available for the child. And because of the team that we'll be building, we would be having not one, many counselors who would be there. And if the problem is very serious, then the senior counselor, or probably even I, would join in to solve the issue with the child.
Yes, and definitely we are going to work on the child as well, and wherever required, we can go and we can go live with the problem. Like they can connect us, and we can have a face to face interaction anytime,
This is thanks to the
anytime.
technology that you feel that you're so close,
Yes.
even if you're miles apart. So I don't think any child is ever going to feel that he or she is so far away from a counselor, because the FaceTime makes a person connect instantly. So that's going to be really beneficial. Absolutely.
Definitely. So, ma'am, how are you feeling after being a very, very important part of our team?
I think for me it's a dream come true, because I always thought that education should reach everybody, and we should have the education systems inculcated in our own Indian system. So with this virtual platform, we are fortunate that we'll be connecting with so many educators from different parts of the world, and we would be getting the best practices in our system, and our children in India are going to benefit, and maybe the children abroad are going to benefit from our own Indian national education policy, which is so good this time, which has been launched recently. So it feels really, really. I think I feel I'm on the seventh heaven, being a part of something which I'll be delivering with you.
We were just I only had you in mind when we were talking about special education and counseling. I didn't even think for a second, and I said, okay, now ma'am, I need you on board. And that is how we started working, because you have a big hand in me being here today.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.
So we have some of our team members watching us live, and some are watching us they are on YouTube, they are on um, Facebook. Let's see how many of them are coming back again. And ma'am, would you like to tell us our system of counseling and how our team is going to work with the children who are going to approach us? Because the parents would definitely like to have an overview of it.
See, Reena, the first thing which comes to my mind when I'm talking about counseling is that I would be training the teachers who are going to be training the children. So counseling should be a part and parcel of every teacher, I feel. And then we would be having a system where we're going to have the junior counselors, and we would be like, let's say, handing 10 child to one counselor system, where the counselor is always available to the child. And then also we would be working very hard on the telecounseling part of the whole scenario, because I feel that the child should be able to connect whenever he or she has any kind of a problem or is in a state of dilemma. And after that, in case there is a need, then we would probably also involve the family support group and the parents. But what is going to be the plus point of the whole system is that all this is going to be acted in such a way that the child would be comfortable with the counselors, not realizing that he or she is being counseled, because some children will be very young, and the senior children would definitely find the counselors as their friends. And all together, we make a team which is going to be really keeping everything confidential. That is the main ethics for counseling. And we would have periodical parental sessions, and we would have trainings for the teachers on and on for skill building.
In fact, ma'am,
Bec-
we can even create a learning support team,
yeah,
wherein we can, and we have already started doing that. And learning support team has to be available for the children 24/7,
exactly,
whatever
exactly.
point
Even
of
the
time they
counselors
need.
also. Yeah.
Exactly,
So we would have
exactly.
make so we would make it in such a way that the students would be able to connect with somebody or the other, and there would be telecounseling available, and there would be slots given to the different teachers, so that if sometime or the other person is on duty for the children and for the parents. And Rina, I think we would be having a lot of skill building workshops for the teachers, for
Yes,
the
not
counselors,
not only for
and
that. Yes,
parental
not only for
sessions.
teachers, but yes, for parents also, because
Absolutely,
this effort is going to be a collaborated effort of both parents and teachers, where
yeah,
we will be working hand in hand for our children.
absolutely.
Ma'am, we've discussed about this. There are a few questions wherein they know, like they want to know, for children who are having some other specific learning problem, we will be providing them IEPs as well.
Yes, yes, and also we would be thinking of activities which would help them overcome the shortcomings that they have,
Yeah, because we
and
are going to be 80% practical and 20% theoretical.
absolutely, and also train the parents, so that the parents also know what exactly to be done with the child. Because most of the cases, what happens is that the parent is clueless that if a child is a special child, or like you said, a star child, the parent does not know how to handle the child and the situation. So
not
therefore, we
not
would be
only this,
having regular
ma'am, not
parental
only
training
this,
sessions.
there are so many parents, who are in a denial mode, like we've discussed earlier also. They are in a denial mode, and they do not accept the fact that the child is struggling. They just
Absolutely.
brand and tag the child that वो कर रहा है, कर नहीं रहा है, वो करना नहीं चाहता, वो पढ़ना नहीं चाहता, वो ये नहीं कर. This has no sense. This makes no sense. If a child,
Rina, when
there is no
uh,
child, ma'am.
no,
There is
Rina,
no
what happens
child.
is every parent wants a child who's uh, like the normal, and excels everywhere. So if at all God forbid, God gives us an opportunity to look after a star child, the first reaction is denial, that it cannot happen with me. And there are some intelligent parents who think that yes, it's a challenge, and let me get the best out of the child. But there are 60% people who are in the mode of denial, and they, in fact, are a bigger danger to the child, because they are not equipping the child to really face the world and to be excelling in everything so that the child is capable of facing the world. So, with your virtual school, if at all the child is admitted here, the parent is also counseled, because the parent needs a supportive hand. He needs somebody saying that, yes, I'm walking with you throughout the journey with your child. And then the parent also joins in, and together they shape the world of the little child who, unaware of the shortcomings, is struggling to stand up.
Exactly, because parents and teachers, they are the main stakeholders in this. It is not
Absolutely.
that we are working for ourselves. It is we
So
are
it's going to be a
working for
holistic,
our children.
yeah, it's going to be a holistic training uh, school, where it is just not the child but the parent as well. And from our end, we would be also training the teachers so that they are empathetic and they move an extra mile to help the child who is groping to find support in this challenging world. So we have a big dream, and Rina, I'm sure the dedication and the determination that I see you with, you are, sky is the limit for you, and our blessings are there with you, and our support
It,
is there.
I cannot be anywhere. I cannot be anywhere without all of you because you all are my strength. You all are my guiding sources. Like you are the ones who've been showing me the path since the very beginning. Since the day I discussed it with you, you all have been showing me the path. We have to do this way. That is why I always say you are not my core team. You are my source of energy. All of you are my source of energy, and that is what makes me going day and night.
So
Without
you can imagine how powerful you are, because you are bringing so many people's dream come true to by joining you. So there's so many
like,
brains, and we are all working together.
Almighty God is the most powerful person, powerful source. You know, the most powerful being who has given us everything and who has given us the brains to go for it.
And I'm
I'm just
sure
a
a lot of
medium.
people
I'm
will
just a
benefit.
small medium for that.
And I'm sure that we will really be able to help a lot of people through this.
Yes, we definitely will. We definitely will because it is not easy. I know the path is not so smooth. It is full of thorns and bumpy rides, but yes, we will definitely go ahead.
Definitely, definitely. And I wish you good luck for that.
Thank you so much for your best wishes. They are always required. Ma'am, what else do you think our parents should know before putting their kids to our school?
See, our parents should, in fact, they should understand that what do we mean exactly by this virtual schooling. So if it's clear to them that we are talking something about holistic approach in bringing the best out of their child, they would be reassured. Secondly, they should also know that 24 hours 7 support system the school would be offering. Third, which is very important, is the training which is going to be periodically done for the parents and the teachers and the students is going to be a continuous effort, so that the standard of the school, the standard of the child does not go down. And fourth, very important, is that they are now going to be joining a team who's not being forced to work in this virtual school. They are all volunteers who are wanting to make a difference by doing something different. And they are all determined and experienced hands who have walked through the whole path of their careers, and towards the end now wanting to give it back to the society, a school which would be full of quality, determination, dedication, and sincerity.
Definitely, ma'am. So, ma'am, what our teachers have been doing is like they have been trying to make all ends meet. Anytime we tell them we have a training, they are ready, ever ready, 24/7, they are ready for the training.
The reason is, Rina, that they are not the ones who are being forced to do a job. They are the volunteers. And whenever volunteers get together, then the mission is from the heart. And that is why they are ready 24 hours 7.
And I'm really blessed to have my entire team volunteering for a cause of mine, which I have been thinking, okay, this should happen, and this is what is going to happen in future. And I'm sure we will definitely make a mark. We will definitely
Sure,
make a mark.
sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for
And
taking
I
out
wish you
your
good luck.
time, and namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you. Good luck.
So here we end our session with Dr. Chand Trehan. We will be back soon in another 15-20 minutes with our next core team member. Thank you so much and see you soon.